and temporary prime minister was set up by the Jawaharlal Nehru. The ideal administration, the basic, the formation of government, and they take a decision to make the uh, which is a strength to India after left over the British from India against stable government to form the stable government in Indian premises. The Jawaharlal Nehru role is very important to set up the new government in India. Till that time, many princely states were there and the provinces are there and some of different ruling authorities are there in India. I told you yesterday that many 560 princely states were there. Some of provinces, Bombay province and NWFP, Northwest Frontier provinces, and central provinces, united provinces. So some British government, the A, B, C, D categorized the states after 1947. So that uh, again they some of the followed by the British. More principles of administrative rules and principles and instructions are we adapted from Britain because 200 years ruled by the Britain, the Indians educators they habitated their policies, some of democracy and secular and some equality, constitutional body setup and parliamentary system. These all are followed by the British. So as usual in India also they uh, implemented by the Indian first government. So the making of constitution we discussed yesterday. The integration of princely states also done by the Sardar Vallabhai Patel, the Iron Man of India. We call many local princely rulers are they convene to merge into their kingdoms, princely states into Indian Union. So we discussed yesterday that today we're going to discuss in the Block 2 Nehru era. The temporary government formed by the Nehru after in 1947. So approximately the Jawaharlal Nehru after independence to India, the first Prime Minister of India, he is worked as a more than mostly 17 years of period. He worked as a Prime Minister to India. Most of the infrastructure and basic developments and basic principles are set up by the under the presiding of Prime Ministership of Jawaharlal Nehru. Whether it is a foreign policy and agriculture and economy, and after left over the British from the government from India, the first all to set the administration, the democracy, the different sections of the people, tribals are there, Hindus are there, Muslims are there, many sect peoples are there in India. To convene them and to rule the ideal administration by the Jawaharlal Nehru, the very important role he played in the Indian government. So after independence, the Nehru is worked as a 17 years of as a prime minister, and in the modern government, in 1950s, to set up the parliamentary democracy and the policy of secular policy and science and technology development, and a lot of efforts put it by Jawaharlal Nehru And during the proxy war, Cold War, during the Cold War, between the, you know, that in the after the Second World War, Second World War from 1939 to 1945, the world is divided as a two groups. One is under the leadership of USSR, and another one is to under the leadership of USA, United States of America. And America, Russia, the two groups were there. After 1950s, the Second World War completed after we got independence, but Nehru wisely, wisely, he set up the non-alignment policy. So two alliances, the worldwide, the world is to we divide as a two alliances. So one is under the USSR, another one is the USA. So the Nehru is a neutral policy introduced to the India. The more than many countries are joined in the NAM. NAM summits. He conducted the different parts of Asia and Europe and Africa, different parts of the world. He conducted the summits, non-alignment meetings also there, conferences. So that the main objective and aims of that non-alignment policy, the country should not allied with any group, whether it is in a USSR or USA. So if you add into the USSR, the USA will get angry. If the country should join into the USA group, USSR will get angry, upset. So the Jawaharlal Nehru designed the neutral policy, should not allied with any alliances. It's very successful foreign policy introduced by Jawaharlal Nehru with peaceful world peace, stop the wars, and uh, trade, free and fair trade, democracy, parliamentary system. This all introduction by the Jawaharlal Nehru first government. From migrated stage two, India is to become a independent nation. And in India, during that period, it's a single political party, which is none of them. It's a majorly INC, Indian National Congress, which is established in 1885, December 28 by A.O. Hume, Allen Active Hume. But it is after independence, some other political parties also established. That political parties, some socialist parties are there, communist parties are there, and Congress party is there. Some other Janata Dal, some Janata parties also there in the. But it is it's a single political party system to India to become a multi-political party system. So then single political party system, it's a monopoly. Dual political party system also nothing but it is a no freedom of to the people, freedom of expression of speech by people. One and two or more than two political parties, it is there means that is in the multi-political party system. So India to become a multi-political party system, they are imposed during the Nehru. So he gave the spirit of democracy. In the world, the highest importance, highest people acceptance to great, like in the Indira Gandhi also same this period only. After Nehru and Indira also. So Indira Gandhi also, in entire in that century, is a powerful politician during the 20th century. One of the senior expert columnist and journalist Pankaj Ohra, he explained about Indira Gandhi in Hindustan Times paper. Indira Gandhi in that century, it's a very powerful and public attraction political leader. Indian National Congress political party, it is, should be go to the minds of the people at that time because of Indira Gandhi. She gave the great slogan Garibi Hatao to remove the poverty, to remove the social economical inequalities among the people, to equalization of the society. Garibi Hatao slogan was given. This Garibi Hatao means to remove the poverty, poor situation from the people. And not only in the rural, the village level poverty, urban poverty, Dalits, backwardness, and minorities, and women equalization. So these all are principles regarding policies designed by the Indira Gandhi. Okay, first Jawaharlal Nehru, then after Indira Gandhi, Nehru daughters, then after Indira Gandhi's son Rajiv Gandhi. So Rajiv Gandhi is we have to say that defense, commercial airlines, and importing policies and technological developments and taxes, reduce the taxes on the traders. So revolutionary reforms were uh, made by Rajiv Gandhi. So these are the we have to going to discuss about Nehru era and Indira Gandhi era, Rajiv Gandhi era. First, we're going to discuss about the Nehru era from 1947 to 1964. Jawaharlal Nehru was to become a prime minister, and he made a very loyal politics and to design the many infrastructure developments was done in India. First prime minister of Jawaharlal Nehru. So in 1952 to 1964, more 1947 to 64, 1947 to 1964. So first of all, in 1947, temporary prime minister. In 1950s, when to become a Republic of India, India became a Republic of India. The first president of India is Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad appointed. After that, constitutional implementation was started, put into force by Indian Constitution. All the organizations to set up the organizations, constitution, parliamentary and local assemblies set up. Legislature bodies are set up in the various levels to making a decision. Making the decision making was easy to it's a publicization or democratization. Okay, so Nehru, 1947, he became a temporary prime minister. First prime minister who hosted the flag on Red Fort in Delhi, who hosted the flag, national flag on 1947 as a prime minister, August 15, 1947. After Nehru only, first prime minister who hosted the flag in Red Fort. January 26, 1950, and Commonwealth of Nations, India to become a republic. It's recognized as a Republic of India. Republic means head of the nation was elected by people, whether directly or indirectly. It's called as a Republic of India. Okay, so for Nehru, first, and multi-political party system is imposed. Alignment policy, non-alignment policy is made, and even the state and central and regional level politics also take as a model politician during that period, Jawaharlal Nehru Prime Ministership. So from the 1947 to 1964, he worked as a Prime Minister. So in this period only, Nehru was played a crucial role for the transforming power from British to India. In the national movement time in 1946, cabinet mission plan. Before giving independence to the India, Britain was sended one cabinet, Alexander Pratik, Lawrence, and three members. The three members came to cabinet mission plan for the consultation with the Indian national veteran leaders and senior leaders to transforming power. How transforming power to British to India? They want to. They decided themselves to give a freedom to India. So before giving independence to India, how to form the government? What is the administrative methods they have to follow to guide the leaders to form the temporary government? The Nehru, in during that period, with the cabinet mission plan, he discussed how transformation power to Britain to India. So he played very crucial role. He make a advice to the British to suggestion to for the divide the country. Based on the religion, the country was divided, but very keen and very seriously worked for to set up the democratical government by the uh, Nehru time. So Lord Mountbatten and this period, Nehru, yeah, after taking oath, after receiving the prime ministership, he appoint when he get the power as the prime ministership, he started with a speech, trust with destiny, trust with destiny. He has to started the opening speech on that. After many years, we are we get we fight for liberty and freedom from British. First speech given by the Jawaharlal Nehru in 1947. What he said, trust with destiny. Okay. So Jawaharlal Nehru gave the very modernized speech and inspired good speech by the Jawaharlal Nehru. So trust with destiny. And he said, first opening speech by Jawaharlal Nehru, after many years, after fighting many years for freedom, we got this liberty and freedom from British. Now we are taking oath. We have to achieve all the goals, all objectives, and to solve the problems of Indians like economy and development and political and stable government. We that to the time now arrived to time to take to achieve the goals and completely the greatly we got independence in the midnight of 14th, and then when the while the world is sleeping in the midnight, we got liberty, we got independence. The world is sleeping time, world is sleeping to get they are in the deep sleep, the world. During that time we got independence, we got liberty, and the people life and liberty also will be consciousness. So we achieved finally uh, our policies, the Indian government policies to develop all designed by us. So instead of to making the British decisions, we are only take own decisions to develop our India, said by Jawaharlal Nehru. And then one age was collapsed, the new era was started. It was said by Nehru. So in this time only, I told yesterday also, uh, princely states to integration of princely states between 1947 to 1950. So I told you 560. 560, more than above 500 local princely states were there in India. Above 560 uh, princely states like Baroda, Satara, Pune, Hyderabad, Junagadh, many Travancore. So many local princely states. It was ruled by local rulers. So there's some of them, more than 50, 60% all princely states are, they joined into Indian Union after when we in 1947 only. Some of them in 1948, like Hyderabad, Junagadh, Jammu and Kashmir, they are merged into Indian Union by the force of Indian government, Indian Union government by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. They keep on more efforts to unite the nation, to become a unity under the leadership of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, to India to become a union of states. So whichever the rulers are local princely states, like a Kashmir king is not accepted, and Junagadh ruler also Wazid Ahmad is not accepted. Hyderabad also Nizam ul Mulk means Mir Usman Ali Khan lost to Nizam of Hyderabad. He did not accept to join into Indian Union. Sometime he said to become a Hyderabad state is to become a independently. It's a independent country. He declared himself. So in between these all perceptions, the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is he came with some huge army, military, and to defeat them in the princely state rulers and merge into Indian Union, like Hyderabad, Junagadh, Satara, Travancore, and Kashmir, Junagadh, many Lucknow, some Awadh, Baroda, in northeastern states. Many these are joined into Indian Union under the by the force of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So local princely states ruling, the British government some as the provinces. The provinces, you know that NWFP, Northwest Frontier Policies, provinces, central provinces in the Madhya Pradesh region, united provinces in UP, Bihar, UP and Uttarakhand region, Kashmir, that is, and southern part in Hyderabad state means Madras Presidency, Bombay province, like this. As a province ruled some of them, and some of A, B, C, D categorized states. A states all are provinces, and B states are and local princely states are there. Even new constitution was adopted from 1950, January 26th, 1950 and January 26th. They categorized these four categorized states A, B, C, D. A is all governor and state legislatures were there. B states are earliest local princely states are there, and general constitutional states and legislatures also there. Each state some legislature bodies also they set up. And C, um, ex commissioner of provinces, some of them local princely states also there. And D is like a islands, means central union territories like Andaman, Nicobar Islands, and some of other lieutenant governor rule places. So the constitution was set up in 1950, put into force. The president of India also appointed in that according to Republic of India, India to become a Republic of India in 1950, January 26. So Republic means head of the nation was is elected by people, like a president, the direct or indirect. Okay, after new constitution was framed, when the new constitution was framed, the constitution framing time, the period of time, 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days, they took to constitution made. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, under the drafting committee chairman, and Rajendra Prasad, uh, entire constitution assembly, this all process was done. Okay, after constitution prepared in 1952 general elections, first general elections again they conducted according to constitutional provisions. They set up all the sum of Article 395 articles and 12 schedules and some parts, 22 parts were there Constitution of India. So according to new constitution, Jawaharlal Nehru is a temporary cabinet ministers and all sections of the people given different political parties and they belongs to 15 members to appoint as a cabinet ministry designations. As per the new constitution, legislature bodies like a national parliament and state assemblies also they set up. So first in 1952 general elections were done. In this Congress party uh, president during this time Purushottam Das Tandon also uh, he is the first he is a, during the time of first general elections uh, Purushottam Das Tandon is a president of Indian National Congress. Okay, so in this 52 they successfully they led the government. Nehru in the state level, national level, he get majority, he become a prime minister. In the 57 elections also Nehru leadership is worked. Out of 494 seats, 371 they win the Congress and won the Congress, and the second time also Indian National Congress to be they came into power, and excess seven seats are increased again. The voting percentage 45 percentage to 47.8 increase. The second largest political party is the Communist Party of India. Uh, then Communist Party CPI, then CPI, Indian National Congress are 5 times excess voting share was they got in the second general elections. But in 1962, Nehru he got very less majority in the third time. Okay, like in this time, Jana Sangh political party, some moderate groups also participated, Communist Party and Socialist Party, and also the voting percentage also they increased. So 45% of votes continuously 3 times Indian National Congress Party to become a political highest largest political party and get into power in the third time also. Okay, so 1950s Nehru, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and American President Dwight D. Eisenhower, they all are they appreciated the Jawaharlal Nehru and the worldwide world peace and welfare and the powerful relations they maintain with other countries. In 55, Churchill also they appreciate the Nehru. In 1955, Winston Churchill of Britain, he appreciated the Jawaharlal Nehru. Then Gautama Buddha, Nehru is a giving light of Asia. Even the light of Asia title has the Gautama Buddha because of Buddhism is spreaded in the mostly in Asian countries like China, Thailand, Nepal, Singapore, Malaysia, Japan. Asian countries only more developed Buddhism. That's why the Gautama Buddha is called as a light of Asia. After that, the Winston Churchill compared with the Gautama Buddha, Nehru, because during that time, very powerful political leader and prime minister is the highest with wisdom and intellectual, highly educated and intellectual personality, Jawaharlal Nehru. So that's why his efforts, his knowledge put into 100% effort put into by to develop the Indian nation. So most of the development of this all was first infrastructure development was done by Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay. Thereafter, during the Nehru period and first 5 years plans, this plans, you know that every 5 years plans are first plans means for the development of a country to review the every 5 years means all the all round development of the nation, how it is going on. One of the organizations it's required. So it's a system of Russia by the Lenin after Stalin, who came to power in the Russia. He introduced the Russia plans. Plan means for 5 years, for particular period of time, they have to fix the time. Within that fix the time, they have to keep into some objectivity and target. In this 5 year, the development of the all-round sector like education, health, agriculture, trade, economy, and to growth of this country should every 5 years how much percentage they have to keep into target and how much they reached. For example, agriculture, national income. Agriculture growth, this much, how much is there? Again, after 5 years, how much it will be reached? So, first in the worldwide, Russian government, USSR, they introduced the 5 years plans. Hence, they have to make into plan for development. The vision, target this year, this 5 years, we have to go in this to achieve these all goals. Education, this much percentage we have to reach, achieve, and health growth, this much percentage. So these plans were set up by Jawaharlal Nehru in 1951. They gave first main objective of this 5 years plan, agriculture development. First 5 years plan from 1951 to 1956. Okay, so the great contribution by Jawaharlal Nehru to the India, great contribution. The 5 years plans are one of the constitutional body and economists, experts in the financial matters to design the financial policies for the nation, to develop the nation, to develop the for education development. One is the target. This time we have to go this aim to set up the schools and percentage literacy percentage should be reached. They keep into one target. According to the target, nowadays it is the corporate companies and the corporate organizations and factories. They have to keep into target this much production. I have to gain this much huge profit. They make into target. The target according to their target, they have to work. They make into goal like that. And Jawaharlal Nehru gave lot of the great contribution to the India. He started the 5 years plans in 1951. The Russian plan system adapted as usual to adapted to Indian government also. So it's for all round development, for education, for health, for industries, and for all sectors, agriculture. They have to set up the goals. 5 years, they allotted some budget to expend national income, personal income, and growth development. These all. So agriculture development also. So 5 years plans are uh, introduced by Jawaharlal Nehru in 1951 to 56. First 5 years plan. After 56 to 61, like that. Every 5 years. Now, of course, now this 5 years plan system was changed, replaced by Niti Ayog. You know that already. Niti Ayog was constitutional body. They set up by Narendra Modi government in the last earlier term, first 5 years term. So 5 years plans were cancelled. That organization is replaced by Niti Ayog. So that Niti Ayog is working as a development, how what is going on in the country, economical policies, what are going on. So traditional policies, what are there? The education, so technology, computer and software, and these all uh, manufacturing. Niti Aayog purposes for the economic development means earlier 5 years plans were worked. Means every 5 years, growth of all sectors. It's reviewed by the 5 years plan. Now at present, Niti Aayog is working. 5 years plans were cancelled, replacement by Narendra Modi when he came to power. That plans were cancelled and Niti Aayog organization was set up. So Niti Aayog purpose is to review the development of the country for every particular period. Means again, uh, agriculture, industry, same aims, but name only change it. Same economical growth, educational growth, industrial growth, software, IT, and manufacturing unit. How much? It's according to one plan to allot the budget and to run. Just name change it for the growth, nation growth, development of country only. This Niti Aayog was set up by the Narendra Modi government. Okay, so agriculture development and some of in first 5 years plan only from 1951 to 56, Jawaharlal Nehru, huge multi-useful project he introduced. Now, what are there in the Nagarjuna Sagar project, Hirakud project, Damodara Valley Dam, and Bakra Nangal project? So, largest irrigational project was set up by the Nehru. That credit goes to Jawaharlal Nehru. At present, is working by that all project successfully, like a complete stone building, Nagarjuna Sagar, Bakra Nangal, irrigation projects, multi-purpose irrigational projects. Multi-purpose means for the drinking water and distribution of water for agriculture and to manufacturing the electricity power to generating the electricity with the help of turbines and that is and these are the multi-purpose drinking water, agriculture purpose, and generating the electricity. Okay, so these are multi-purpose projects. Some IITs also there in 1956, second plan in the plan 5 years plan. Indian Institute of Technology, IITs also they set up by Nehru. So like Warangal NIT, Raipur NIT, and some of Delhi, Kharagpur IIT. These are the major engineering and IT big institutions were set up by Nehru. So that is the first time agriculture development, and after 1956 technology also. Again, he set up the University Grants Commission in UGC. At present day also there. This UGC was set up by Jawaharlal Nehru for the creation of collegiate education and for the higher education, to develop the higher education in India, universities, to combine all universities, make into its one organization, means to maintaining body, managing of all universities in the country, UGC. At present also there, University Grants Commission. It can improve the higher education, post graduation, researches, and some of researches projects which is useful for country development. Okay, dams and projects and IITs and technologies, these all are developed by Nehru. And during this time only, State Reorganization Commission also one of there. In some states, regionals are they asking separate states. They based on the linguistics, means language based. The people who are speaking same language in one region, they want to become a one state. Okay, based on the speaking, their linguistic based languages were set up. Means one same language speaking region is to become a one state. Means like a Tamil speaking people are in Tamil Nadu at present. Also, mostly in first state was in 1956. No, 1953. Andhra state was set up by uh, based on the linguistic based. Means it's even 1956. 1953, they appointed one committee. Fazal Ali, he was the leader of that committee. He has to study the people who are asking the new states, the based on the religion, based on the language. So at that time, uh, in Hyderabad state, means as well now Telangana, but it is at that time Hyderabad state, like Maharashtra, some districts and Karnataka districts also there in that. Telugu speaking states like Hyderabad state is there and Andhra state. Why not to become a one state, the same language? So based on the same language speaking people to become a one state. So Fazal Ali gave a report in 1955, and based on that 1956 first state linguistic based state in India. Based on language, first state established in India, that is only Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh means Telangana is merged into Andhra. Earlier, Telangana is at that time we are calling as Hyderabad state. That Hyderabad state is a separate administration under the Nizam, under the Nizam's rule. But in Andhra, it's a separate state. It is in under the Madras province, actually Madras presidency. But they from Madras presidency to in 1953, by the sacrificing of Potti Sri Ramulu life and death, it is established by the Andhra state in 1953. After establishing the Andhra state in 1953, again they are fight for to merge with Hyderabad state from 1953 to 56. During this time only many other states also language based states are established, like Kerala and some of the Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, all reorganized by the speaking language. If you do in the Punjab, all Punjabi language they can speak. So based on the language, the states were established. Okay. Next, and anti-Hindi movement, anti-Hindi movement against Hindi. So in the South India, it's a Dravidian languages are there. North India, Aryan languages, not, which is but in like Sanskrit and Hindi, both are origin from Sanskrit. Means both are in Aryan language. They can speak as Aryan languages. That's a script. That is the Devanagari script. It is in Hindi, and also Aryan languages, Sanskrit. And when it comes to the south, the Dravida language is there. From the Dravid language to Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, these all language were originated from Dravid. So the forcibly when the Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, C. Rajagopalachari, he is governor of at the during that period. So central government, the Congress government, they make a decision. The Hindi is a official language. They declared it official language in all entire the country. Hindi to become a official language. They declared. So in Tamil, Annamalai and some of M.G. Ramchandran, some of them, DMK means against Hindi. In 1965, anti-Hindi movement was raised in from Tamil region. Most of the South Indian are they fight against that. Finally, it is take a decision back by the central government. Forcibly, Hindi should not implement in the South India or other states. The regional language is also there. So regional language is the first preference, and second the others are there. First language is Hindi, they declared, but the second language is some other. So um, anti-Hindi. So at present also in South India, Tamil Nadu, they strongly oppose the Hindi language. Hindi did not accept, they did not follow, they did not accept to speak the. That's why the central government is forcibly Hindi implemented in South India. So that time, strongly Tamil Nadu state was led the movement against Hindi in the Madras state and Tamil Nadu state. So during that Hindi anti-Hindi movement only caused to start establish the DMK political party, Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam political party established, and the Jawaharlal Nehru in 1963 Official Language Act in 1965. After that, the English also he added to, and so according to the this act, DMK was it's not satisfied with because of Hindi is against Hindi. They strongly opposed Hindi. From that anti-Hindi movement only, Dravida movement only, DMK political party was established, and nowadays also DMK and AIDMK, Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi, they are also MG Ramchandran, Annadurai, they started the anti-Hindi movement. Okay, so Nehru policies are rural and urban and unemployment, agriculture, industries. First government this is, that's why is infrastructure. He concentrated to develop the infrastructure in the Indian government. So for economic policies also many in a private sector also, and large huge industries, small scale industries, and some other related to steel, iron, coal, and power generation subsidy. Also, he he has to support it to the Indians people to support to develop them. And during the time of Cold War, I told already that Cold War, that is a alignment policy, non-alignment policy. Also, Nehru was introduced, and during his time only many some industries, Rourkela, Bokaro, under the uh, support of Germany, Bokaro industry, steel factory, and Rourkela factory, these all are established, and agriculture policies are mostly extensively to cultivate the lands. Many, due to the Jawaharlal Nehru establishment of a huge project, many lands, wastelands are converted into the agriculture lands, like a Bakra Nangal project, Nagarjun Sagar project, Hirakud project, and Damodar Valley projects. Big project, multi-purpose useful irrigation projects are set up, and again it is used for the people to develop the agriculture. And again, in starting time, Mexico, Philippines also developed, and universities and some other United States agriculture university established, and United States land grant colleges means they compared to US education. Some colleges they established, and also Green Revolution 1960s. MS Swaminathan, Varghese Kurian say their efforts in 1960 Green Revolution came. Green Revolution means to uh, support the farmers to highly production, for getting a high production of cultivation, like a hybrid seeds also they introduced in that time only. So agriculture hybrid seeds in every crop, fast growth, and within a small span of time Some researches are also done in the agriculture universities. Means their researches on in agriculture, seeds making, and pesticides, green revolution, to get into more agriculture production, food grains, oil seeds. So first prime minister, he is that's why he get into more concentration to in infrastructure development and social policies also there, and legal rights, changes on Hindu acts, and women, the freedom of women also he gave importance, and in the must and should the women participation in the parliament activities, the legislature activities like to elect as a MLA, elect as a MP. So some political rights and political liberty give to the women also. He implemented and he gave the some of opportunities for women also, like education development, the children and the youth also they get into Indian Institute of Management, IIM, National Institute of Technology, NITs they established. I told already, NIT Kharagpur and IITs and NIT NIT Warangal, Raipur, some of places also there. And Hindu Marriage Act also during the Nehru period, and anti-caste discrimination on the low caste people and women, they don't have any rights, civil rights to the women, and social liberty not there. So Indian Parliament, Hindu Act, many changes they taken place in Indian Constitution. 44 amendment, directive principles of state policy in Indian premises, all the women and men, they are to get into equal opportunities. And in 1961, Goa is merged into Indian Union. And foreign policy, that only alignment, non-alignment policy. During the time of wars, uh, should not join into any bloc. At the time, already I told you, after Second World War, world is divided as a two groups. That is two blocks. One is Russia, and the one is USA. So during the time of war, the country should not alliance with any nation. So let them give freedom to solve their own issue. So another country should not support in the wars. So the countries during the wars time, the countries they have to follow the neutral policies. Okay, so that only non-alignment policies and non-alignment summits also done, and Commonwealth policy, the which countries are ruled by the Britain. That all countries again form as a one group. That is only Commonwealth. Non-alignment policy, and nuclear and defense policy means peaceful activities and non-violence, and to military, to set up some of strength to the military. These all and nuclear weapons for the country defense, and some Panchashil also between China and India, Nehru and India. Panchashil, that Panchashil means one country should not involve in another country internal matters, and some of principles are there. 1954, June 28, between China and India, one make and one agreement. That agreement is a Panchashil agreement. 5 principles. Okay, the one country and another country to cooperate with each other, and one country internal matters, another country should not involve. One country's sovereignty should not touch to any other nation, and during the do not occupy the um, another country, and equality and cooperation should follow by each and every countries, and peaceful and cooperation should be followed by every nation. The 5 principles between China and India, 1954. So like this, in Goa, annexation of Goa, 1961. Till the 1961, Goa ruled under the Portuguese. But in 1961, Goa is merged with an Indian Union. And 62, China Bharat war. In that war, even the defeat by India, but many consultations and policies of Krishna Menon and Jawaharlal Nehru, they make into defense India again to recover in the war situation from after Nehru, Lal Bahadur Shastri became a prime minister, and India-Pakistan war in 1965 and Tashkent agreement. Okay, so this Nehru was the great first prime minister of India. All the infrastructure development and to start the development by Nehru, famous educational institutions, NIT and IIM and UGC also set up by Nehru, and 5 years plans also set up by the Jawaharlal Nehru for agriculture development, even go more importance to the given to the agriculture development because of Nehru is a founder of foreign policy of India. At present day also, in 2024 also, most of the foreign policies are which was designed by the Nehru. So that is still we are following the Nehru policies, which is designed in the first government. So like a which is a broad thinking and in his intellectuality, his hard work, his knowledge, completely efforts for the development of India. In 17 years, he worked as a prime minister. His contribution to the Indian nation is a very huge benefit. So economical policies and education policies, international, these all help to the nation. So next, after Nehru, Indira Gandhi era also we have to discuss. The next class we going to discuss about Indira Gandhi era, how she ruled the country, what are the Indira policies were there. Okay, Indira Gandhi, after Rajiv Gandhi, what are the developments were taken place in their time. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss about prime ministership of Indira Gandhi and Lal Bahadur Shastri and some other policies we have to discuss tomorrow. Okay.